I'm Scott Blackader, the president of our foundation's board of directors. In the early 1970s, Reverend Dr. Doyle C. Hansen, the senior pastor at the time, worked with church members Riley Richards, Roland Grief, Richard Carey, and Francis Shambaugh to form the foundation. I'd like to invite you to hear from two other board members, the chair of Building and Grounds, several church program staff, and a few of the newer foundation contributors as they share about 50 years of faithful giving and growing our future.
My wife and I got married in this church 42 years ago, and I was asked to be on the foundation board in the late 1990s. And once I got on the foundation board, I was involved with the investment committee, if you will, from day one. I've thoroughly enjoyed my 26 years of being on the foundation board. All the wonderful, talented people that I've been able to work with has been tremendous. Our foundation board tries to be very transparent. We want everyone in the congregation to have a good idea of what we're doing. We want to be there to answer those questions and be totally transparent. By keeping the management of our assets in our foundation, we've been able to keep the expenses very, very minimal. The industry average is around 1%. We're doing it for 1/5 of what management costs would be if we'd have someone outside the foundation manage our assets for us. How are we able to do that? We have expertise and experience on the investment committee. We understand how we properly allocate and invest our assets in a balanced approach. We're able to get that 5.5% out to the congregation, and at the same time, we've been averaging around 6.5%. If we were paying the 1%, the value of our assets, instead of 8.2, going back 5 years, for example, we'd probably still have about $7 million. And then if you really want to extrapolate it out over a period of 50 years, we'd literally have about half of the assets of what we actually have today.
Well, I came onto the foundation in about 2002. The foundation was founded, the Articles of Incorporation filed in 1974. I don't know a lot about the details of how it was set up, but Raleigh Grief, who was a member here, was a lawyer and was instrumental in doing the legal work. And then he served as the secretary of the foundation for a number of years until he could no longer do that because of health. Dick Carey was involved, and Riley Richards. There have been both men and women who have served in all of our officers' roles over the years, and through the period that I've served over the last 20 plus years, it's been amazing to me the care and commitment that the foundation board members have made. The cornerstone gift to the foundation was given by Dick and Joanne Sargent, and it was a significant gift. There have been about 330 plus families who have given to the foundation. It's a broad cross-section of our church, and I'm very thankful that they had the faith and the foresight to get this foundation going, because it has evolved into really the financial backbone of our church. It has made it possible for this church to thrive and be an urban Des Moines church as opposed to one that has moved to the suburbs to survive. So I would say that the folks who visioned, this is 49 years ago now, they had a lot of faith, just like the people that founded this church during the Great Depression. Their faith, I think, shines through today. We have a very viable church doing a lot of wonderful things. So that's kind of it, in a nutshell, the history of the foundation.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Gay Lazins, current chair of the Building and Grounds Committee. Gosh, 50 years of faithful giving and growing our future. What a blessed financial concept that was put in place so long ago by those that wanted to help ensure Westminster's future and changing needs. Without the foundation's financial support, Buildings and Grounds would not have been, nor able to in the future, accomplish all the needed building repairs, replacements, and maintenance that is required by our beautiful church and campus. So much of what we spend is not always visible to the congregation's eye. Foundation monies have been spent on HVAC, electrical updates, sump pumps, plumbing, water, heating, bringing the front sidewalks up to city code, tree removals, roof, parking lot repairs, carpeting, and the list goes on. Your beautiful church building and campus thanks you for your financial support of the foundation. With your continued giving, we'll ensure that there is another cause to celebrate again in 2074. Happy anniversary, Foundation.
Hi, I'm Susan Denton. The Foundation plays a crucial role in advancing the church's mission initiatives. From tackling food insecurity, housing, immigration, and advocating for social justice, Westminster is making a difference thanks to the Foundation. One of those initiatives is our Summit program, and we cannot do that without the Foundation. The program was started by Jackie Dunlap, who was a longtime member of Westminster. She was a strong supporter of higher education and endowed a scholarship program for Westminster youth. Over the years, more than 100 youth have been helped by this program. Not only does Summit provide scholarships, but the program also helps build 21st century disciples, one of Westminster's core pillars. The experiences at Summit really does change lives in the way interns view the world and help others. I'm excited to say that this summer we will have 3 Summit interns. The LGBTQ+ support group is also supported by the Foundation. Inclusivity is part of our mission statement at Westminster, and we strive to show inclusivity by love and acceptance. One of the ways we do this is our support and participation in the Pride Parade with our bus, riders, walkers, and a booth entry. We are looking forward to participating again this year. Another one of our initiatives is our partnership with the Shalom Community Impact Center. The center's mission is to support refugees and immigrants with access to education, social and economic upward mobility. Because of the Foundation, last year the Social Justice Committee was able to help fund their summer program. The program provides academic learning as well as field trips and games for preschoolers through 12th grade. As you may remember from your youth, summer camp is where memories are made, so laughter, the learning, and friends. Last summer, over 65 children were able to learn and integrate as new Americans. Thanks to the Foundation, we will again support the Shalom Community Impact Center summer program. And picture this, here we are in the garden, 22 Iowans working in the garden with seeds of hope. Kudos to the Foundation for guiding, nurturing, and supporting the many missions that make Westminster a special place. The Foundation is invaluable in helping support our mission projects.
My name is Aaron Schultz, and I am the Director of Music and Arts here at Westminster. Our Fine Arts series, as it looks today, is only made possible by the generous financial support of the Foundation. I'm here in the chapel where we just had 3 performances of the theatrical production Almost Maine by John Cariani. This production was almost 100% put on by dedicated and passionate volunteers. And still, this was an expensive production. From renting scripts to building materials for set construction, securing the rights to perform the show, advertising, printing costs, the list goes on. And this is just one of 14 events that we have programmed this season for the Fine Arts series. Without the support of Westminster's Foundation, we would only be able to offer 3 or 4 quality programs per year. And here at Westminster, we have a history and a present commitment to support local musicians and artists by offering them a platform to share their gifts and by compensating them fairly for it. It's through the gifts of Foundation and individual patrons that we are able to have a fine arts series that supports artists in this local community and that connects people with music and art in their growing relationship with God and their love of the arts. Thank you so much, Foundation, for your generous support.
Hello, my name is Laura Walsh, and I am the Christian Children's Education Director here at Westminster. My job is to be with pretty much birth through 5th grade. Really, the foundation and its funding has made so much of what I do possible. One of the big things is that at this church, we are blessed to have a kids director, me, and then our youth director, Drew. By having that, I can focus on which teeth they've lost and who's going to have their next softball game. And Drew can focus on whatever the high school kids need to focus on. A huge part of the foundation funding is our Wednesday night meals. Last year for Holy Week, we decided to not have a Wednesday night. Oh boy! We found out that we had made a mistake with that. And so this year we had it on Wednesday night. When I first started, we were doing the program where any participant had to pay a fee twice a year. And as a mom of young children, it was too much. I couldn't do it. And so then I felt excluded from it because I couldn't do that part of it. This way, there is no cost to members or to the people who come. It truly is just a chance to gather together, enjoy some food, have a laugh, and then the kids go off to their programming. We have access to these children to help teach them the faith. The kids go to music classes, and then they come to classes with teachers where we learn Bible verses, and the older kids learn how to use their Bibles.
I'm Drew Robertson. I'm the youth director here at Westminster, and almost everything that we do when we interact with our youth is made possible by the foundation. The work that we do with these kids and the way that we're able to do it with staff as opposed to with volunteers who have a high turnover, it means that we can stay in the students' lives for a long period of time. When people think of middle school ministry, they often think of Axe body spray and stinky kids who like to make messes, and all of that's true, but the most important thing in middle school ministry is consistency. Showing up every single time the kids show up. They learn to build a relationship with you. They learn that you are a solid part of their life that then turns around and helps them discover who they are. And that's true in high school as well. That consistency allows us to walk alongside our students as they discover who they are, both in connection to their personal lives and also if they are a part of the LGBTQ community. That's something that we take a lot of pride in, and helping them find faith through that experience as opposed to what they might find elsewhere that isn't as encouraging. One of the other ways that we are a part of our students' lives is with our Wednesday meals. Every Wednesday night, our students and their families are invited to a hot meal together in Westminster Hall. That fellowship every Wednesday night, it provides us a time and a space where we can get to know the kids. Those Wednesday night meals are made possible by the foundation. One of the things that we're able to focus on is providing a space for them that they feel safe in, a space that they feel at home in, a space that they feel comfortable in. Both our junior high and senior high rooms have been intentionally designed to create that kind of environment for our students, whether it's the beanbags in junior high or the pool table in senior high where conversations and light competition can happen. It's fostering relationships both between the students and in a space where God is present, where they're able to grow in that relationship without having to worry about, is my chair falling apart? Without having to worry about, is the room too hot or too cold? Or is this a space that feels like I can be safe in it?
We moved to Des Moines in the late 40s, and I started coming to Westminster Church shortly thereafter because we lived right across the street. Where the parking lot is and the church garden is where our home was. I was in this church 3 times a week. Monday night for Boy Scouts, Wednesday night for Youth Club, and Sunday, of course, for Sunday school and church service. Being a member of Westminster Church has taught me a lot, both as a young individual and as an adult. The church is part of my life and has been for 69 years. And I want to see it continue. Being a member on the foundation and contributing that way is my way of creating a legacy helping the church continue in the future, do what it needs to do after I'm gone.
We came to Westminster at a rough time, and we came here because we knew that there was support to be found here.
The community at Westminster, the support, friendship, socialization.
We want the things that we enjoy here to flourish.
From a financial standpoint, we're looking at retiring soon, and I wanted to make sure that we got a donation or so into the foundation before we became a little less solvent. I do like the idea of beyond us. I mean, the foundation is going to probably, hopefully, exist long after we are no longer part of the church. That idea that, yes, it will continue the church for others in the future.
I have found this to be a very caring church. I think there's a lot of mission projects that we're involved in. I like to be a part of, also with the programs that we have to support children. And I wanted to be a part of continuing to grow this church that our ancestors started many years ago. Seems like it's been very successful, and we have a lot more work to do yet that I would like to be a part of. I believe it's been a good investment many times over. I like the mission statement that we have, and I'm particularly committed to raising the 21st century disciples. I think we have an awesome staff that supports all those programs and encourages the children to participate. And I like supporting the young families that are a part of that as well. I think this is a good long-term investment for those who follow us.
If you would like to join those who have given before you, there are several ways. Check out our webpage by going to westpress.org, click on the Give menu tab, and then Westminster Foundation. You will find information about the foundation, plus a description of the types of ways to give through cash, securities, real estate, or in your estate planning. Thank you for being a part of 50 years of faithful giving and growing our future. Happy 50th anniversary, Westminster Presbyterian Church Foundation.